Good morning, my beautiful people. It is May 31st. It's about like 12:20. I can only guess. So I guess good afternoon. In this week's video of the series I have going, we are going to be focusing on organizing and planning. But first, before we jump in, I want to thank you so much for being here today. And I also want to get ready for the day because, well, yeah, I have these clothes sitting here that I just washed for a reminder to fold them. Logic. There's logic behind it. To start this get ready with me off, I need some La Música.
Welcome to 𝗓𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗦. Pairing. Connected.
I got this tripod and I was like, oh, this is the nicest tripod I've ever gotten. This thing, I don't know how I broke it, but I broke it. I am going to move you guys over here and hopefully I am in frame. Dressed and ready for this video, I'm going to try and improvise the talk because I feel like it's more natural this way rather than trying to write it out, because I be overthinking sometimes. I know we've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed, a little uncomfy on the camera and also talking to a lens. No, I want to go ahead and get started with organizing and planning out content. Now, the information that this video will hold, this is from my personal experience as a content creator for 5 years, on top of being a manager in a 9-to-5. One thing that I have learned is time management is such a huge thing when it comes to planning out content and also the quality of content that you're going to be pushing out. We're gonna get into the nitty-gritty of that today because it's hard out here. What tools can we use in order to plan out the content well so that we can also manage our time wisely when it comes to the fact that you work a full-time job? A couple things that I can recommend to you so far that I use that seems to work pretty well is scheduling apps. You can even schedule through Instagram now, which is a great tool. Having an app that helps you plan out what your feed's gonna look like as well in advance before you post. And also literally writing down every single idea that comes to mind. Always have a paper and pen nearby, an iPad, your phone, your notes, whatever it is, so that you can write down these great ideas that truly, honestly speaking, the best ideas, they tend to come at the most random times of the day when you least expect it. One thing that I have been doing is I love stationery, hence, and so many other notebooks that are either in a different state or even in my closet at the moment. In my last video, I was going to try the whole Notion template thing. Don't get me wrong, I love technology. I love the fact that there's so much that you can do with Notion. I like to keep things simple, easy to understand and navigate, and as less overwhelming as possible. It's really just a preference whether you like writing rather than using technology or like an iPad or like something like Notion. But for me, to keep things simple, I personally like writing things out. It would be great to do a Notion template kind of situation, but why don't you stay authentic and true to what you personally use? That really does help, if I'm being honest, rather than starting a whole new process and learning a whole new software and things like that, making the process harder than what it is. I don't have the time to be sitting around every single day learning a whole new software when I already have something that works for me, you know? So keep it simple, keep it easy, keep it as minimalistic as possible for you. And that's what we're gonna do. I'll be showing you my June bullet journal setup and creating it with you as well, so you can kind of get like a peaceful, aesthetic, artsy video for this week.
Figuring out my shit. I'm not perfect, don't wanna be, but I'm perfectly me. Drain myself in luxurious words if I'm ever feeling down in the dirt. If a situation never gets worse, in order to grow sometimes you gotta hurt. Love is what I got, it's the truth, I remember that. Love is what I got, what I got, what I got. Life tried up a gun, lost Lucy. Oh my, life tried up a gun, lost Lucy. Sorry, Satan, not tonight. Not tonight, not tonight, not tonight, not tonight. ruby and bronze are never too weak, never too strong. Ruby and bronze.
Alrighty, we are back. Watch this. Hold on. So this is the scenery right now. This is the look. This is the environment. Now look. There we go. Look at that. Look at, and it's durable. Like it gives a little bit more lighten. Let me stop with that. I've been doing this British accent off and on all day today. So I got done the bullet journal. I want to kind of show you guys exactly what I incorporated in my bullet journal for June. I think I'm going to add a couple other pages, but for right now, I think I'm okay with what I have until I maybe figure out whatever else I wanted to incorporate. This will be my June 2024 bullet journal setup for content and kind of like my daily life. I want to incorporate more pages that have more content related things, but for right now we're just going to stick with this simple thing. It's been hard to balance work and also have the time to really be able to sit down and draw and focus and get creative. So first things first, I have my index. First couple pages are going to be just the June 2024 intro page for June. I want this month to really be about growing on social media and really sticking to the habits and routines that I need in order to be a successful content creator. This is my June dashboard where I have my priorities, my intentions for the month, and also like important dates, whether that's bills, birthdays, or events that are coming up. My habit tracker for this page, it's actually so cute, I love it. I have my prenatals that I need to take daily, which I've been really bad with. A habit tracker for posting, and also a habit tracker for pitching to brands. That is such a huge thing that I've been trying to incorporate on my day-to-day life. At least 5. That's ideal, you know? Next, I have my June weekly spread. So this is gonna be week 1. I couldn't fit Thursday and Friday on here, or Saturday or Sunday for this week 1, but this is what it's kind of looking like. I love how minimalistic it is. So week 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then I have my brain dump. This is where I'm going to be brain dumping all my content ideas, which I do have in my other notebook and I actually kind of like having. So as I go through this month, I'm going to start adding a couple more pages, and then I also tend to do like an end of the month summary, like what did my month look like, what did I accomplish, what am I going to leave in my routine, what am I going to take out. We're just going to start off with this and build on that. Whenever I build on it, I'll let y'all know. Comment down below what your thoughts are on this. I actually really like that. I like the plants. I love the succulents and the plant girly. As you can see, I think concludes my bullet journal walkthrough. I feel like the biggest thing that I've learned as a content creator so far is that there's always room to grow. And you think that you know enough, that's when you need to start reviewing over your strategies. And that's also when you get slapped in the face and the algorithms will tell you you don't know everything. And you also have to learn how to really change and morph very often and very quickly as well, to algorithm changes, to trends if that's what you want to do, and even to like what your audience wants to see from you. Even for me, I went from doing dance content all the time, now I only do fashion content. It's not that I only do fashion content, but I wanted to just do a little switch. I feel like the dancing is great, but it's hard to dance when you are pregnant. That's the biggest factor, if I'm being honest with you. Having a 9 to 5, like, yes, you're gonna be tired. Yes, you're gonna have to, find pockets and windows of time where you're gonna be able to take that time of your day to learn new dances and things like that. And when you're passionate about something, you'll make it happen for sure. It's non-negotiable for you. But factoring the fact that I'm pregnant and the fact that I do work a full-time job outside of doing social media, it can be very, very challenging to want to get up and dance all the time, especially like during my first trimester. It was definitely hard, being nauseous and sick and things like that. And I think that society has definitely tried to program us, and I fall prey to it as well, that you always need to be in that grind set, and if you're not, then you're a failure. And I'm already hard on myself. Definitely find what works best for you as a new content creator, or even if it's not being an influencer or creating content, like whatever you're wanting to focus on. It's always good to have something that you can use to stay organized and structure your day out. For me, I just actually realized recently, it's not the fact that I can't be disciplined or stick to a routine. There's a difference between having a structured content plan, then another difference between having like a set routine, like a set day that you're gonna post, a set time. And that for me, I think what I'm experimenting with lately is trying not to be so hard on myself. I'm literally pregnant. Why am I trying to overwork myself when it is time to rest, especially after long days of working on your feet and standing up all day, like I'm going through all these bodily changes, emotional changes, hormonal changes, literally all of the above. And then I'm hard on myself about not coming home and having the energy to work practically another job, and it's something that I love doing. But there is a certain time where you can tell yourself it is okay to breathe, it is okay to rest. Your body knows when it needs rest, and today was one of those days where I was literally so tired. I'm 5.5 months and I've literally been so tired today, to the point where like I wanted to cry. So like I was tearing up before work because I was looking at the time. I tried to get up early and I was like, why do I feel like I don't have enough time in the day? Why am I so tired? Like I want to do content, but then at the same time I'm so exhausted. I felt like a kid that needed a nap real bad. I feel like this video was essential to becoming a content creator. One of the main things that differentiates you from a successful influencer from someone who just kind of does it as a hobby is your consistency. So if you don't have any kind of plan, or you don't look at your analytics on when do I need a plan, what days am I going to be batching content, what days am I going to post, keeping up with brands that you pitch to, you're gonna constantly find yourself in like a whirlwind of the constant feeling of feeling overwhelmed. I do not want that for you whatsoever. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoy doing bullet journals, and I hope to do more of these every month so that I can keep you updated on what my routine looks like when it comes to content, also what I incorporate in it, because it's essential when it comes to content creating. how are you going to get this content out? Whether it's through a Notion template, Google reminders, or even writing it down on a piece of paper or sticky note, whatever it is, whatever it looks like for you to stay organized, I would love for you to kind of take that and do it with me on the days that I do go through my bullet journal and organize my life and organize my content. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you so much for watching up until this point. I hope to see you next time, and I hope you have a great rest of your night.